we'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in KC as their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here are the Steelers making their way out, and with their longtime starter, Ben Roethlisberger, leading the way.
And what a career we've seen from Ben Roethlisberger. Awfully consistent, tough, durable, strong in the pocket. Great leader, a guy who stands in and throws it downfield, and has also added to his game the ability to get the ball out of his hands quickly and let his guys do work downfield.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run with Harris. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Ray McLeod deep for Pittsburgh. Taken in at the 22. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives, and it looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A beautiful fake. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Steelers set to take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Hill shedding the tackle. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. 7 yards, the pickup there. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Locates Hardman for another catch. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Mahomes now to throw. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Running it with a fullback, Burton. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. Edwards-Helaire. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. His kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good. Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now back to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And here's Freiermuth again. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work. Working with a 2nd and 4. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Now it's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. At the Chiefs 44-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash. Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Mahomes now on 1st down. They complete it to Hill. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. A 1st down and more for Edwards-Helaire. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good.
Yeah.
Backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the boots right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Here we go. Black 20.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Breaks through the contact, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Roethlisberger. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. play there. There to make the grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. A first down and more for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Now we have Kelsey, slow to get back to his feet. Appears to be shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught left side by the tight end Gray. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So that one will be accepted. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
Well, they were really good on the last drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Fights off the defender. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Now Edwards-Helaire. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Back to throw here. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Caught on the slant. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Darrell Williams. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now.
Ben's throw complete to Fryermuth.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Working with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. It's brought in by Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Boswell's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you gotta expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
For the start of the third quarter, the Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Taken at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Rams will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Second half starts with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 31, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. 66 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a toss left side for Edwards-Elaire. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll start the drive with Harris. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. We often give credit to the O-line. There, 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. To the right side and complete to Washington. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Roethlisberger's throw complete there to Johnson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play there on the catch and run.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Harris, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Tackle made there by Chris Wormley.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes, it's Hill, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss. That
loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Now Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call. It kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now it's Roethlisberger, and that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. All right, so let's look at these numbers. I don't want to read the tea leaves here too much, but maybe he's in his own head a little bit after that hot start and the cool-off.
Sometimes that happens, and this is where you get tested as a player in this league if you truly want to be an impact player or a star, because that's what they're going to face each and every game. Extra coverage, extra people. So now, do you fight through it? Do you find other ways? Or do you allow it to affect you to the point where you're no longer an impact on the game?
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Robinson's got it. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Mahomes now on 1st down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 2. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Yellow, yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Ben to throw again. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. He gets it complete to Harris. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Here we go, here we go.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. This will be caught inside the 10. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the fourth. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check.
Mahomes going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw here. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely 1st down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Escaping, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 5-yard touchdown run, and the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Ray McLeod to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it and now fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Hey, you're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
95 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. A time to see what this offense has left in the tank. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll throw from the gun. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Roethlisberger. Staying on his feet. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Ready? 2:30.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Roethlisberger here finding Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now Ben. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Ben. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. Ben gonna throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. Now Roethlisberger looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So Big Ben and the Steelers now down by 5, 23 seconds to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Boy, a 3rd miss of the game right there. By rights, they could be high and dry right now, but instead, this is still a ball game.
And defensively here, you can't let this affect you. You've got to go out and do your job, not worry about someone else's.
230.
Here's Roethlisberger. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City.